Okay, so reviewing from last time, you folded your paper in half, then you folded your paper in half again, and you had 4 separate sections, okay? And you drew a line across your paper, like that. And then we started out doing carrots. We made, right, 3 bumps. Then we did letter V, down. And then for the tops, I said to get a green, and you've got 1 tall, and I, of course, am going very fast. You guys all took your time last week to do this. So you're going to finish coloring if you need to. Carrot tops are very, very tall. Tall, tall, tall. And I said to layer some different colors of green in here. So maybe I did dark green, and then I put in some light green as well. Then you could color, we had to erase these little lines in here. So if you haven't colored your orange carrots yet, make sure you erase that line. And I said, go slow and push hard so that you're coloring dark, right? Again, I'm being kind of messy because I'm going very fast, but I wanted you to go slow. Okay, so we did carrots. And you could even use like a black, and you could put like the little carrot lines in there. Carrots have little beds when they grow in the garden. Then the next one that we did was tomatoes, and you made 2 tomato cages that kind of looked like 2 V's that went like this, an oval on the top, and some ovals in the middle. These are our tomato cages, and 1 or 2 lines down here. Then you made tomato vines, right? And some of them poked out. Again, you're pressing hard. It's really important to press hard, right? All of these pieces, and then you put leaves on some of those pieces. And you want to have lots and lots of leaves. I'm going fast again, so I want you guys to make sure you catch up and put lots and lots of leaves on here. You can redo this when you get your paper and touch up on some coloring. Okay? So leaves on, then what do? We find a red and we put tomatoes on here, right? So you color, tomatoes. Again, you should be doing it neater than I am because I'm just going really fast so you guys get a review and you know what to do. Next one, I said you could do a purple, white, or a yellow. We did a big bump on the top and then kind of a circle with a point at the end. I'm going to make this one purple. Erase my little line in here. And this was, we said what? An onion. So we're going to color. Again, dark and neat. You want to take your time. Okay, I'm just going fast so you can see what to do. Okay, so color, you could do purple, yellow. I mean, really, onions can be lots of different kinds of colors. They grow underground. So if I was doing this for like a real good job, I would spend more time making that neat. Then onion top, they had thick, tall, long lines. Pushing hard with my crayon to make it dark. Alright, then our last one, we decided we were going to make corn stalks. And we made leaves. If you remember, we talked about that there were 2 corn cobs on a corn stalk. So we're making these big leaves first. Again, I'm going fast. Then we have tassels at the top. Could be yellow, could be a mixture of yellow and brown. I'll do a little bit of that here. Then our corn cobs, 2 corn cobs per corn stalk. They look like football. So a sad face, smile, and a frown put together. And then you can put a little corn silk on top of those corn cobs. That lets us know that they're ripe and they're ready to be picked and eaten. So I'm going to add 2 corn cobs on this corn stalk. That's how many grow in there. These could be yellow too, the corn silk. That just means they're not quite ready to eat yet. Then I told you to take a white, even though you can't really see it, push hard, and you're going to make roots underneath your corn. Push, push, push hard with the white. This is really important. On the onion, onions have little like whiskery roots that come underneath them here. And the tomatoes, or everything that grows in the ground, has roots. So you can kind of spread these out. These are probably more towards the surface. And carrots have roots that are more like whiskers, and they stick off the side of the carrots, and some go straight down at the bottom. So again, you can't really see this right now, but remember I told you I was going to show you a little magic trick. Okay? Almost ready for that magic trick. Then we need to label these, and you're going to have to go slow as a class together. But either on the top or the bottom, wherever you have room, okay, you're going to label these. So carrots, C-A-R-R-O-T-S. You're going to have to write small because they're hard to squeeze in there. Tomatoes, I'm going to write those down here. T-O, toe, may, toe, okay? Then your onion, let's see, I could put that up here. And then corn, I'm going to put that down here, C-O-R-N. So now we're going to get ready to start painting. Give me a second. Here's where the magic happens. Okay, you're going to get some, so after you do the coloring, everybody is going to get a set of watercolor paints like this. Okay, even if there's an eensy-weensy bit amount of paint in there, it's okay. You can share with a neighbor, or like this red, there's barely any red in there, there's barely any green and barely any purple, but that's still enough because watercolor paint, we use mostly water, and that's all that we need. So first thing we're going to do is do the sky. You're going to share a water cup with your neighbor, and you each have a brush. So first thing, you're going to take the brush in your water cup, and you're going to put a few drips in your blue paint. Get a puddle in there. Watercolor paint, you always have to have puddles. Now you're going to paint carefully. Look at what the crayon does. This is why I told you to press hard with your crayon. Because if you didn't press hard, you're going to paint right over your coloring. But since I did press hard, okay, crayon is made out of wax, and wax and water do not mix. They resist each other. Okay? Wax and water are not friends, so they cannot hang out together. And so what happens is that our paint goes over the crayon but doesn't get hidden, and it fills in all of the gaps. So here's the sky. Notice my paint just slides on, right? It's very slippery. It glides right on. This shouldn't take you very long to do. It should take you like maximum a few minutes, because I have a puddle in my paint and it just slides right on. Okay, I don't want to have a puddle on my paper. Okay, I'm even kind of wet here. Then you're going to take your brush and you're going to use a brown for the dirt. Here's the deal, okay? Remember I said puddle in? If you don't put that puddle in, okay, my brush is kind of wet, okay? If your brush is scratchy, okay, your brush should never be fanned out like this. That's going to ruin the brush. So you should never have fuzzy bristles, okay? And it shouldn't be scratchy like this. It should be fluid. It also shouldn't be like sticky like this. That's using too much paint and not enough water. So that's why you have to make a puddle, dip your brush in your water, and put a puddle in your paint. Here's where the magic part happens. Remember when we use the white crayon? Watch. Oh, those roots show up because I pushed hard and I drew them in, and water and crayons don't mix, so that white crayon pushes the paint away from it, the watercolor paint, and we see all of our roots. So So again, you need to have a puddle in your paint. It shouldn't be sticky on your paper, and it should glide right on. When you are done with this, you're just going to leave it at your desk until the end of class and let it dry a little bit, and you can get out an extra piece of paper and you can free draw or paint on the extra paper. At the end of class, make sure your name is on it, should be from before, and then you need to put it in the drying rack before you leave. Way to go, guys.